Good morning. How are we doing? Hope you are well. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. So, why weight loss? And what has this got to do with baby phases? So, about a month ago now, 4 weeks old, we had our third baby, our third little boy. And it's interesting, I was speaking to Mrs. Pritchard the other day, and we were saying how maybe because the other kids are a bit older, 5 and 7, they're kind of helpful now with this, but it's so much different this time around in that whether it's we're more calm, we're more used to it. If he moves a bit, we're not like, what's going on? If he cries a bit, it's like, yeah, it's okay. Just a bit more calmer. We know what to expect, and we know that things happen in phases. If he has at night was a bit unsettled, maybe it's a bit weird. I'm sure it'll be fine tomorrow. And that mindset, just there, is probably why, touch wood, this is much more of an enjoyable newborn phase than I guess we've had before. And it's a bit like the same when it comes to weight loss. More similar than I could ever imagine, actually. Because when we think about weight loss, we get frustrated with the scales, we get frustrated with not seeing results fast enough, right? And I get that. Like, we don't want to see results fast, we're doing the work. But the thing about weight loss is there are phases. Oh, a swarm of flies then. Probably eaten some protein of the future, maybe. So, don't talk and run or jump. So, when you think about the phases of weight loss, when we think about this, you've got that initial phase where some people see some great results short term, some people make changes, they see no results. Or they see slow results, but they describe it as no results. And the thing to consider with this is the first few weeks, few months, is about collecting data, but also about looking at your motivation level, looking about your lifestyle. Like, if you've got loads on at the moment and you've started something new, is it wise to go, I need to see fast results, I need to do this? Or is it that we go for the tactic of least intervention possible, where we see what we can get away with while still trying to get results? Problem with doing this, if you don't see results, you might think it don't work for you. Great thing about it is you start seeing results and it doesn't feel hard. Guess what? Why wouldn't you carry on? It fits your lifestyle, you haven't had to change much, you'll get your meals on Mother's Day, etc. But here's the thing, when you do that, you've got to understand that the scales won't move linear. There'll be phases where, as you're doing resistance exercise, especially with us at FruciFit, you will gain some muscle, especially if you haven't done much muscle strength before. We obviously talk about protein a lot. This can impact the scales. You might go through a phase where if you're just focused on the scales, guess what? You're probably going to be a bit frustrated. Maybe they stay the same. They get a bit up and down. That's why we talk about the average. But when you put your attention on your strength, your body shape, how your physique's changing, you look at those wins. You're getting stronger, you're getting fitter. Maybe you're running a bit faster. Maybe you're walking a bit faster. Maybe everyday tasks are a little bit easier wherever you're at. You start to remind yourself of the wins, the transformations that are happening. And that's within the process here. Because, likewise, if you go for a real fast weight loss hit and you lose weight straight away, great. That will slow eventually. You'll hit periods of maintenance, not necessarily plateau. And a true plateau, as I describe it, like 3 to 4 weeks being consistent and nothing changes. Not, I was kind of consistent there. I think I need to go more aggressive, because you could do that, but you've got to be in the right mindset. You've got to remember that if you're struggling to stick to what you're currently doing, are you going to stick to something more aggressive? So when you go through that phase of a weight loss plateau, it's about responding to the data, not emotionally to not seeing results, because deciding to quit and give it all up definitely won't get you the results you want. But looking at it and going, okay, I haven't responded in the last 4 weeks, I've been really consistent. You know what? The facts are, if I know honestly I've been really consistent, I'm obviously not in a calorie deficit. Then we might have to reassess, where's your protein intake at? Where's your calories at? But by doing 4 weeks, you allow for natural phases. Because you could do everything right 1 week, doesn't mean you're going to lose weight. The weights and the scales is kind of out of your control. You could have drank a bit more, drank a bit less, had a bit more salt one day, you ate out, even though your calories were in check. You didn't know that the chef put in a little bit of butter, because they didn't care, they just want you to enjoy your meal. Like yesterday, we had a nice Mother's Day meal out, and ox cheek, I think I had, delicious, creamy, mashed, lovely. I just enjoyed the meal. Didn't really, the chef was probably like, just want to make this meal nice. He doesn't care if I've got an extra 300 calories in there I haven't accounted for. Neither did I really. Compensated a bit earlier in the day, some leaner protein sources, but I digress. My point here is that in a weight loss journey, fat loss phase, there are phases. They're not failure, they give you a lot of information. Even if you can't stick to anything, guess what the great thing about this is? It tells you you probably need to change your strategy a little bit. Doesn't mean you overhaul. Maybe we increase your calories a bit. Maybe we increase your protein a bit. Maybe you don't put too much pressure on yourself. You head down, get the resistance exercise in. You said you want to get stronger, get fitter. So remember that with the phase, it comes in, and enjoy the process. The more you do that, the more relaxed you'll be. The more relaxed you'll be when the scales go up a little bit. The more relaxed you'll be when the scales go down a bit. You become a bit more neutral in that matter. Rather than when the scales go up, we go, damn it, I failed. When the scales go down, we say, the scales must be broken. Anyway, if you want a better relationship with that, our 28-day kickstart is perfect for this. Comment below kickstart, I'll get the details. If you found that helpful, like, share it. Put your attention on where you want to be, how to look, how to feel. Keep consistent. Have an awesome day. Happy Mother's Day.